Hello everyone. Um, my name is Camila and I wanted to make this video because I think it's kind of an important topic, and I think it's something that is taboo actually many places, and that people think it's embarrassing to talk about, and I don't think that's fair, because I know how they feel about it. So I wanted to make this video so that maybe people can get to know me a little more and maybe understand why I do some of the things that I do and act the way that I'm acting sometimes. It's not because I want to, it's just who I am. So this is kind of hard me, because I haven't told my family knows and like this, but it's not like I talk about it in the open like I'm going to do now. So, and I will probably get much hate, I don't know, but I don't care, to be honest with you. And if you don't have nothing nice to say, you can just scroll away from this video, because it's no point with hate or negativity. So, okay. My name is Camila. I'm 32 years old, and I've been having anxiety for 15, 16 years probably. I hid it for many years. I didn't wanna show it, and the reason why I wanna make this video is because anxiety is something that most people don't want to talk about, because, as I say in the intro, people think it's embarrassing, and they are scared of what people shall think about them. But you know what? Don't care. It will be so much better when you finally just open up to people and talk about it. Trust me. But also it can go the other way, and I'm going to share a little about my story and why I have anxiety and PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress lidelse, or in English, post-traumatic stress disorder. And for as long as I can remember, I can be honest with you, I don't remember much of my childhood. It's small parts, and most of it is negative. The best memory that I have is being in my grandparents' house in winter time and eating candy. That's actually the most happiest memory I have. Sorry. And I'm not making this video to make people feel sorry for me or whatever. That's not why I do this. It's because I wanna just show people that maybe have it like me, that it's okay to talk about it. I go now on the internet and share this video with you guys. So yeah, so that's actually the most happiest memory that I have, that I can remember from all of my childhood. And that's kinda sad, actually, when you think about it, because we do so much nice things in my childhood, me and the family, and I see in many videos and pictures and like this, of course, but it's nothing that I remember actually. So I got bullied in school until I was 16 years old. The worst thing they done to me was actually put me naked in a football field where the train passes by, and I have to stand there for many hours naked because I'd be too scared to say no to them because they actually threatened to hurt me and my family. And when you're a child, you actually believe this, and you wanna be, you wanna protect your family. I can't remember one good day in school. I didn't have many friends, or I have friends, but these friends was my bullies. And I was kind of a boy girl. I turned to the boys because I felt more safe with them, because it was mostly the girls that be mean to me. And I have one really good friend in school. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was one that I can call actually a good friend. But then it turns out that the boys also don't be so nice. So, when the girls get older, we get boobs, we get bigger hips. It's your body changed in many ways. And I didn't get boobs. I get a really big ass, actually. And I wasn't so popular with the boys, like in a romantic way. And that's okay. It's no problem. But then when I was 13, me and my family was on a vacation. And there was another family. And I really bonded with this girl. And she had a older brother. Maybe he was 15, 16. And I was 12, I think. I don't think I was older. I think it was the year that I was turning 13. And one evening we decided to sleep in the barn, in the hay, because we just take in the hay from the fields and smell nice. Yeah, me and this another girl thought it would be funny to sleep there. And then her brother joined us, and in the beginning it was just laughter and fun and things like this. But then he forced himself on me. He pushed me down in the hay, took off my clothes, his sister tried to take him off me. And I be so scared. I be paralyzed. I just lie there. I didn't know what to do. Because I just felt again that I'd be disappointed from someone that I thought actually wanted to be nice to me. Because they actually wanted to be nice, not because they wanted to do something bad. But unfortunately, that was not the case. And his sister really tried to get him off. And eventually she actually bit him in the arm so that he needed to let me go. And I kicked him. And I started to scream. And then I screamed and I cried and I put on my clothes. And then my father come and he asked what's wrong, and I say nothing, because I was too scared to say what actually happened. Because this guy, he was big, he was really big boy and be really strong, so I knew that if I said something, it could turn to the worse for me. And we still have 1.5 weeks left of the vacation. So I just say that I fell down the stairs in the barn and that I hurt my leg. And then the same happened. I was at a party. I think I was 16, 17 years old. And it was the first time I drank. And I got drunk. And I've always been this yes kind of person, because I be scared to say no to people because of what people have done to me, and I have never stand up for myself. So I went down to the basement with a guy, but luckily, if I can say like that, my body shuts off when he actually tries to have sex with me. And so he couldn't go through with it. Actually, my whole body just shut down. From here to my toes, everything shut down. So then of course he'd be angry and he hit me in the face. And after that, I didn't trust anyone. Either if it was guys or girls, I didn't care. So, luckily for the horses, you can say, I have been in stable since I was 7, 8 years old. And it's thanks to the horses that I still be here to this day. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I would be over the rainbow. I didn't hug my parents until I was 19 years old, because I was used to, when I show affection to other people, I get smack in the face, I get locked in somewhere, I was dressed naked and put places. So actually my father threatened me because he'd be so angry and frustrated why his own daughter didn't want to hug him. And I understand that. I really understand, but I just haven't had the courage to tell my parents what have happened to me. I just say that I have a bad day, or always some excuse for why I don't wanna hug them like normal people do. Or normal, I don't know what to be normal anymore. But and then I told them everything about what happened in my life. I tried to take my own life the first time when I was 14 by drinking alcohol. I told my parents that I was going to the stable for a sleepover, but of course that was not what I was going to do. But luckily, you can say, some couple that was out on their night walk with the dog found me in the ditch. I didn't respond or anything. And believe me, it's not something that I'm proud of. But when you have no friends, everyone be mean to you, you lose all hope of ever finding someone that will love you. And that's not... No one should have to feel like that. No one. No matter what the color of your skin or what, if you're a boy, girl, man, woman, no matter what, everyone deserves to feel loved. And the second time I tried to take my own life, I cut myself. But then one in my family found me in the bathroom, and it was not. It's not something I'm proud of, but my brain just shut down. I didn't see no another way out. I just wanted to be able to relax, to actually can be with people without being scared of what they shall say, what they shall do. And that was what I wanted. And I start to cut myself in the arm. Every cut was something that I felt wrong about myself. So you can imagine, it was pretty many cuts on my arm for many, many years. Now I'm 32. I think it's... no, now I'm not going to lie, but I had a little incident a month ago or something. Then it was 2-3 years since I last done it. But then I also felt like everyone was against me, and it's not easy to have it like this, because it's not like it's something that I want to do. It's a cry for help, actually. It's not because I want attention or, oh, sorry for me and blah blah blah. No. It's a cry for help, because that's how I learned to cope with things, is to make myself feel pain. And then I feel better after. But when I was 18 years old, I was working in the stable, and then I met this wonderful man. And he was my first boyfriend. He was the one who actually made me feel confident enough to talk to people again. And believe me, it hasn't been easy. But still now, 14 years later, we are still together. So it has to be something good with me. It's just that I can see it, actually. But he's been with me for, yeah, he deserves a medal, actually, for all these years that he's been with me. He's seen all my worst. He's been there when I've been put to psychiatry, when I cut myself, when I almost started to be an alcoholic. He's been there every step of the way. And that's something that I'm grateful for, because he gives me strength to go through every day. And yeah, I hate him sometimes. I do. Like when I have my outbreaks and be angry and wanna just he be angry with me also. But that's how, I don't know how to say it, but that's what's been nice to me, and I think that's why I love him so much, because he gives me something back, even though it's in a hard way sometimes. And still to this day, I still don't believe that he loves me. I think he just be with me because of some another stupid reason. But I don't think about it every day. It's just some days be worse. Like if I be tired or something like that. And because of my anxiety, I struggle with work. And that's something that I actually find a little irritating these days, because people just look at your resume. And I understand when they see my resume, it's a little there and then it's back to stable for a few years, and then it's another work and then it's back to stable again. But in all my workplaces beside the stable, it hasn't been a good environment. The only place that I liked to work was in the kindergarten. But then, of course, I'd be sick all the time because I just was really sick myself, so my immune defense was super low. So that was really bummer for me. And then I find another work, but there we wasn't treated well by the boss. So then I went back to stable again. Be there a few years. I worked in Iceland for a few months, and that was an experience until the daughter in the farm started bullying me. Because, you know, I've always been a weak person. I think people sense it sometimes that they can just talk to me how they wanna and do what they wanna with me. But yeah, I don't know how to say this actually. Now it's starting to be too much for my brain because this is so it's so hard to talk about. So now my brain starts to shut off. Actually, I feel I started not to remember things. But yeah, I come home from Iceland, and as I say, it was a good experience. It was really funny to work there and all of this. But when the daughter started bullying me, then I had enough. I didn't want to do that. Because then I was away from my family, I was away from my boyfriend, and I didn't have anybody there. So I went home, started to work in the stable again, and then I found another work. Because, you know, you need something else than to work with horses. Like I do. Yeah. And then I find another place, and I actually worked there for 1.5 years. But it was in this working place. My anxiety just fell over. One day I was eating, and in this work it was a lot of pressure to do it good, and I always been like this, that I don't want to disappoint anyone. I want to do my best, and I'm scared of saying or asking. You know, I don't understand what I should do here. I am. That's the worst thing for me. But yeah, I was eating, and then I get some food in my throat, and I was alone. I get panic. I get it out, of course. But after that, I stopped eating. I couldn't eat because I always be scared that I shall choke. All the time. All the time. So my mom hadn't seen me in like a month or so, and she didn't recognize me. I looked like this walking ghost, the skeleton. I be totally white. I have no fat on my body, and I lived on one bottle of tomato soup every day. And that's not enough food when you work and have a horse and have much stress, and it's not. So then I went to psychiatry for the first time in my life. Because then everything just fall apart. And my family be worried, and my boyfriend was worried, and it was not a good time for me at all. So then I went to psychiatry. I stayed there for a couple of weeks, I think. As I say, I don't remember so much about things. It's because I don't want to remember them. But after that, my anxiety just went up by 200%. Every single day I was scared of dying. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and it was tough. It was a tough time in my life. And what's the worst thing is that you hurt people around you. That's actually the worst about it. So your body goes to a certain level and then it shuts down again. And then it happened. After some, I think it was 2 years after this first time, then I almost choked on this food, that everything just totally went blackout again. My body just shut down completely. I don't remember anything of that evening. Nothing. I remember. I just been told that I suddenly just sit in the stable and scream and cry and say that I don't want anymore and I don't want this anymore. So then I actually needed to be put into this emergency psychiatry in the hospital because I was a danger to myself, and they seen my story with the suicide attempts. So I stayed there for a week, and then I went to this place where I was a couple of other times in psychiatry, and I stayed there for 1.5, 2 weeks. Yeah. And I remember looking at myself in the mirror and just thinking, this is not you, Camilla. This is really not you. I was skinny, I was not taking care of myself, and I look like shit. I can say, no, I look like shit. But I'm scared of stepping on someone's toes or someone shall feel like I'm talking about them. But I have many people in my life that I need to say thank you to, that's been there for me, but then at the end also ended up hurting me the most. I've always been told by some people that every case have two sides, and that's true. A case always have two sides. And what hurts me the most with these friends is that they choose to only believe one side. So It's been hard. Oh, sorry. I don't regret nothing. I stand for what I say. Because I actually started to stand up for myself, and that's what actually hit me in the face. Actually. But it was also the best thing that could have ever happened. Because now I can honestly say that I have never felt this good in my life as I been doing this last couple of weeks. I feel satisfied in my life. I'm proud of what I do. I started school to be an interior designer, and I'm getting top grades. And I started a company, small company, you can say, selling beauty products, beauty and health products. And I have gotten so much closer with my family. And I feel that the relationship with me and my boyfriend, it has never been better than now. He's happy, I'm happy, we can laugh. Of course we have our days, of course it's normal. It's not like every day is like sunshine and rainbows. No, no. No. We fight like every other couple, but now it's more like normal fights. It's not because Camilla have a bad day. No, it's not. And I haven't had an anxiety or panic attack for almost 4 months now. 4 or 5 months, almost half year. I gone without. So then I pat myself on the shoulder when I have done something good, and then I say, "Good, Camilla. Now you do good." And I think that's what people need to start to do more. You need to say to yourself that you're good. You're beautiful. No matter if you're skinny, have a few extra pounds. Now, something that made me angry one day here is that some celebrities say that they need to take off this corona weight. And then I look at their bodies and I think, you look like my little finger. And you need to lose this corona weight. If you want to look at corona weight, you can look at me. Because I have actually gained, I think, maybe 10 kilos or something. Then we can start to talk about corona weight. So, and that's what I feel is good right now, that I actually can start to be a little angry and show emotions and like this, but I also feel that I'm going in defense really fast. And that's why I make this video, because I want people to understand that I don't do it to be mean or I be angry or something like that. It's just that my brain is handling things like that. And I don't want people to think that I'm this asshole or I don't know what. So that's why I want to make this video. And also because I want to show people out there that it's anxiety. Almost every people have it in some kind of way. But the one thing that makes me most angry is when other people that have anxiety say, "Oh, I know how you have it because I have exactly the same." No, you don't. Each and every one of us have different kind of anxiety. No one have the same. No one. I don't can say how you feel. And you don't can say how I feel. Because we are all different. Every single one of us. And please, to the people who have friends, family with anxiety and something happens, please don't say, "Oh, come on. Oh, you're so stupid. Oh, calm down." No. Mm-mm. As I say to my boyfriend when I get his panic attacks, I just want him to be there. Just hold me. Or hold my hand. Or you don't have to even talk, actually. And I hope that this video can maybe help someone that have it not so good. Because I know it's a lot of pressure out there in the world right now for young people. And I don't think it's not good, all this pressure about being skinny and pretty and you need to look a certain way and be comfortable in your own skin. And that's what I'm now. You know what, if you don't like what you see, look the other way. Yeah. Because I'm who I am. I look how I look. And I told my boyfriend I will never change. If he wants some kind of bimbo with big boobs, no fat on the body and everything is perfect, yeah, then you need to go and find someone else. So I'm kind of strict on that I don't want to change anything about me because I'm Camilla. And yes, I have anxiety and I have my faults. No one is perfect. And I just want everyone to know that. Be your own kind of beautiful, as they say. Be comfortable in your own skin. And don't be scared to talk with people. And if you don't have someone around you, go and see someone professional before it's too late, because it can destroy so much of your life. This anxiety and things like that. So I hope this video, probably many of you will just scroll down and don't care, but I hope maybe it can, if it only gets to one person, then I'm super happy with that. So I just have to say good night.